What's up, guys? This is David, aka Flippy, and it's been a minute, but I've wanted to do this, and I'm gonna show you guys my strongest deck in Magic, and not only my strongest, but my most expensive deck too. But yeah, I know it's been a minute since I made a video about cards or anything, but I'm trying to get back on that, so I'm gonna start with this. This is just one of many videos I'm gonna make about all of my commander decks, and then I'll show you each one, and then I'll do a deck profile. But right now we're gonna do, this is all about Big Daddy Ur-Dragon. He's a 10/10 when Eminence, and whenever he attacks or other dragons attack, you draw for that many attacks, and you get to put a permanent from your hand onto the battlefield. So he is really good card. My favorite card, because if you guys didn't know this already, but dragons are my thing. I love dragons. So let's get into the deck profile. Of course, the commander is going to be Ur-Dragon. And I run 2 Planeswalkers, Sarkhan Fireblood and Sarkhan the Unbroken. Sarkhan Fireblood is more like for me to ramp out, or if I have a card in my hand that I don't like, I could always just discard and draw a card and add 2 mana of any color for dragons, which is really good. And then his ultimate, he makes 4 5/5 dragon tokens, which is really good, because if you have Dragon Tempest, or if you have, what's this other card? Terror of the Peaks, you could either almost kill someone, or you could just blow up someone's board pretty much, because like you're about to pop off. So that's Sarkhan the Fireblood. And Sarkhan Unbroken, he is more expensive, but he's worth it, because first, of course, he's going to let you draw and add 1 color mana of any color for dragons, which is really good. And then his second one is that he spawns a 4/4 dragon with, like, it's basically a 4/4 dragon. And his ultimate, if you pull his ultimate out, you win, because you put as many dragon permanents from your library, your hand, or your graveyard to the field. So you basically win when you play this card. But yeah, these are the 2. And where should we go first? Let's look at the artifacts. Alright, so first artifact, Self-Explanatory Soul Ring. Pay 1, get 2 free mana. I mean, every commander deck has a Soul Ring, right? Alright, so I don't have to really explain what this does. Okay, so Soul Ring. Then we have an Arcade Signet. I really don't like running Arcade Signet, but I love this art. Looks like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, so that's really cool. But yeah, just add 1 of any color for your commander. So, and we're playing Wooburg, so we want all the colors. Our second is going to be a Lightning Greaves, you know. Shroud isn't really a thing that comes up, but Haste, that comes up a lot. And equipped cost 0, so that's really good. You could sneak out, if you have this out and you have, say, you bring out Hellkite Courser. Hellkite Courser will bring out Ur-Dragon. You give this to Courser, so now you get to draw 2, and you get to put a permanent onto the board, which is really good. Yeah, so Lightning Greaves. Then we got Dragon Horde. Draw power, mana, and yeah, works with dragons, and you get counters. So you're gonna be playing a lot of dragons in this deck by turn 4. So by turn 4, you should have dragon, and if you have dragon lords out, you're gonna get token. You're gonna get gold counters, and when you move a gold counter, you could draw a card. So it's draw and it's mana, so it's really good for dragons. Then we have Calling of the Dragonkind. This is really good because this lets you add red for dragons, but then not only that, but then it gives you dragons haste till the end of turn, whichever dragon you cast while you use this, so it's a really good card. Hero's Horn, really good card. You play it, you choose dragons, your dragons cost 1 less. And then with Eminence, so say you have this and Eminence, with the Eminence effect, so now your dragons cost 2 less. So basically you're playing your dragons for 2 less every time. So whenever you see me play a dragon, I always count it 1 less, because Ur-Dragon is always affected. So it's really good. So Hero's Horn, good for that tribal, really any tribal deck, to be honest. There's a Incubator, another cost reductor, but a really good one. Like, it's 2, so you get So if you have these 3 plus Ur Dragon, that's 4 off your dragons. You're basically playing your dragon just for its mana color cost, which is really good. So yeah, Urza's Incubator, really good card. And this later will be a Jeweled Lotus, but because I'm not rich, I have a Gilded Lotus at 3 of any mana, any color. So hey, you know, this, people see this and they want to blow it up because they already know, like, once you play this, you're gonna drop the Ur Dragon, or you're about to drop a big dragon. So yeah, it's a good card. This will be a Jewel Lotus once I get one. And for the last one, the Great Henge. Such a good card. This is mandatory if you're running big cards in green, or just in any deck that runs green that has big bodies. You want this because you play a big dragon, you basically play it for free. You play it for 2 green, and then add 2, gain 2 life. You get a counter, and you get to draw every time a non-creature token enters battlefield. Really good staple. All right, that is the artifacts. Now let's do the enchantments. So first we got Garruk's Uprising. Self-explanatory. When this enters the field, if you have a creature with power rated or 4, you're gonna draw a card. So you get to draw. Then creatures you control get trample, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield with 4, you get to draw again. So you get to draw when it comes out. You get to draw as it's still on the board, because everything in this deck is pretty much almost definitely a 4 rater, which is really good. And yeah, this is just good. So when people want to block against you, you're like, all right, bro, I got trample, so now it's time to do some math. But yeah, really good card. Really good card. Then we have Tymir's Energy. This is really good because it's a haste enabler. Creatures you control have haste, and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters battlefield, you get to draw a card. So it's basically like Garruk's Uprising, but the haste is what you want, because when dragons have haste, oh boy, it's time for you to... that's when everyone starts targeting you. I'm gonna let you know now, you play this deck, they're gonna target you. So yeah, Tymir's Uprising. Then we have Smothering Tithe. Really good card. I mean, if they don't pay, this is the whole thing. If you see a Rhystic Study, if you see this, you pay, because you do not want them to get ahead. And this card right here, if you go around and you make 3 treasures that first turn, guess what? You're bringing a dragon, or multiple dragons, depending on what your mana base looks like. But yeah, this is a really good card. Rhythm of the Wild, another really good enchantment. Creature spells can't be countered. Non-tokens get +1/+1, or they can get haste. You're really just gonna give your dragons haste with this. But yeah, really good haste enabler, really good card, because you do not want your cards, especially when you spend all that mana to play a dragon. Boom, you have this on the board, they can't be countered. Really good card. And now, the best card in the deck. This is the best card in the deck. Dragon Tempest. Everyone hates this card. I get it. This card's really broken. But whenever a creature... Okay, see, creature with flying. So it doesn't have to be a dragon, but it's going to be a dragon. Enters battlefield under your control. It gains haste. So everything has haste. And not only that, but say if you have 3 dragons on the board, you put another dragon, you deal 4. You bring another dragon, you deal 5. Like, this card is busted. I got some OTKs. I got some, like, really nasty combos with this card. With this card and Gold Dragon, you basically kill the whole table. Like, if you roll a 20 and with Gold Dragon and this on the board, you blow up everybody. Everyone's gonna die. But yeah, best card in deck, Dragon Tempest. Must have in Dragon decks. And just my pet card, Crucible Fire. I mean, dragons you control get +3/+3. That's just, you know, icing on top of the cake, because your dragons are already big, and now they're gonna be even more big. Like, they're gonna be bigger. So once you see that Blasphemous that come out and shit, that's not gonna do anything, because they're gonna be really buffed up with this. You don't have to run this card. This is just a pet card of mine. But yeah, I like this card a lot. Yeah, Crucible Fire. Alright, that does it with the enchantments. Now, let's do some sorcery and instants. So first, of course, you need to ramp out. So Kodama's Reach, basic land, Farseek, and 3 visits. These cards are all good. This one searches out basic lands. This one searches out your library for plain, swamp, mountain. So basically you can get your fetches. I mean, not your fetches, you get your shocks. You can get your triomes. This one can let you get your triomes and your shocks too. So these really good to rip out. If you want, if you don't run a lot of basics, you could run Nature's Call instead, and you can get that too. Yeah, that's for ramp. Okay, then I run 3 fetches. I run Demonic Tutor, Pure Tutor, and Worldly Tutor. Look, you have to run tutors because the tutors, they get you that one card that's going to get you out. Like, you know, if you need that board wipe, if you need that dragon, if you need that removal spell, you need this. These two especially, these two are the best ones. Like, this one's really good. You have to pay and it puts it on top. This one puts it right in your hand. Like, Demonic Tutor puts it right in your hand. That's really good. And this is good for when you get those creatures, like if you want a mana dork, or if you need a dragon to end the game, you could just grab it with this. But yeah, we run 3 tutors. Plus I have dragons that tutor for stuff too, so. Then some other instances, we run Teferi's Protection. This card can get you out of a lot of bullshit. It stops them from basically, like, it makes them think twice, because once that board wipe hits and you Teferi's Protection while it's on the stack, they know, like, oh damn, now we have to deal, like, everything's about to blow up and hit, all this stuff is going to be okay. So yeah, this card is really good for, you know, just if you want to save your board, or you just want to try to like bait out people. Like, this card is really good because you're not there. Your deck is there, your library is there, and your graveyard's there, but everything else is gone. You're gone, your cards on the board are gone, so it's really good card. Sting Study. Oh boy. Alright, Sting Study. This card, you're gonna lose a lot of life, but remember, life is just a resource. You're gonna lose 10 life. It sucks. I mean, no, not 10 life. You're gonna lose 9 life because we're Dragon's 9. You lose 9 life, but guess what? You're gonna draw 9 cards. And those 9 cards, you know, there's something there that's gonna help you and probably save you. So, like, I like Stinging Study. It's a really good card. It helps me, like, you know, get advantage, get my tempo back. Especially if after a border wipe, or after, like, you know, like, if someone's flooding the game, so, like, someone has, like, too much interaction. This is a really good card. Then I run 2 counters. I run Mana Drain. I think this is the best counter spell in Commander, in my own opinion. This is such a good card. Such a good card. I know if it's pricey, but if you could spend that $30 to get one, I would get a Mana Drain because it's a really good card. And my second negate is Force of Negation. I like this just because it's like a, oh yeah, you know, you think I don't got it, discard the blue, play this for free. Or you can play for its mana cost, but you know, it's better just play for free. But in order to pay for free, it has to be, remember, people always forget this. This has to be not on your turn. That's the only way you could activate second effect. Then I run 2 board wipes. My first board wipe is Crux of Fate. Destroy all dragon creatures, destroy all non-dragon creatures. What do you think we're gonna choose? Destroy all non-dragon creatures. You play this, you fucking blow up all their shit, you keep all your stuff. So Crux of Fate, really good board wipe. Or a one-sided board wipe, My second board wipe, I know it's technically not a board wipe, but I call it a board wipe. If you overload Cyclonic Rift, guess what? All their permanents go away, your permanents stay, and you're probably gonna win. This is definitely, I'm gonna win card. If you play this overloaded and no one has a counter for it, yeah, you're probably gonna win, most likely. Then we have some spot removal. We have Modify, destroy a creature enchantment, Swords of Plowshare, exile a creature, and then, like, the life they gain, it doesn't matter. You just want to get rid of that permanent, that really bad permanent that's messing up your game. Then Assassin's Trophy, really good card, destroy permanent, and I think they get a basic land, which that land don't mean shit because you get rid of one of their things. Anything spot removal, you need interaction when you're playing Commander, especially in this deck, because you're everyone's #1 target. Like, it's really bad. But yeah, that's all the instants and sorceries. Now let's go with the cost reducers and mana dorks. Alright, so first we got Dragon Speaker Shaman. I love this card. This is my boy when I used to play Modern, like before I got into Commander. This is my guy. All dragons cost two less, so it's basically 3 off because with their dragons, so it's really good. Revez of the Claw. This guy's a mana dork, and he has recursion, so he can bring shit back from the grave, which is really good. And it only works for dragons, but 2, you can tap him, he gets 2 of any color, so he's really good mana dork for dragons. Then, I know he's technically not a mana dork, but Darkside Extortionist, man, those guys who play all those enchantments, all those artifacts, guess what? I make a whole bunch of treasure when this guy comes out. And you get to play dragons, multiple dragons, probably a whole bunch, because, you know, a couple of games, like, if you don't get this first turn, if you do draw it and the board is stacked and no one counters it, oh yeah, you're about to have a lot of fucking resources to play your dragons and stuff. So yeah, Darkside Extortionist, really good card. Deathrite Shaman, really good mana dork. He's really good. Okay, he's kind of like a pet card too, because he's only good if you like his. Don't forget, you could banish other people's lands in their grave, and also it's graveyard hate, which is really good, and it's you know, it's graveyard hate, which is really good. That's what you want. You want graveyard hate because then, say if they have recursion, they're gonna bring back a creature, you could just exile it, or they're gonna bring back a sorcerer, you could exile it. And if you just want to tap them for any color, you know, exile a land in the grave, one of your opponent's lands if you don't have a land, and boom, free mana. Good mana dork. And my last mana dork, Birds of Prey. Really good. I mean, self-explanatory. I want of any color mana, and it's 1 green. Really good. Alright. Now, maybe let's go into the dragons. So, he should definitely be in the mana dork category, but he's a dragon, so I had to put him with the dragons. So, you know, Scare Nurture, you tap, and if you get a green, and then if you play dragon, you gain 2 life. So, there's better cards than this, but I like it because it's a dragon, and you know, the synergy and the flavor. That's why I play him. Alright, Dragonborn Champion. He's the only weird dragon that you're gonna play because he's gonna cost 3, not 4, because of Ur Dragon. So that's the only weird mana cost dragon I have in this deck. So a 3. He has Trample. Whenever a source with you control deals 5 or more damage, you draw a card. So basically, first turn you're drawing 5. You're drawing 1. Second go around, you're drawing 2. And if you have more, then you just keep drawing cards free, basically, because everything you have has 5 or higher. It's 5 or higher. So, yep, Dragonborn Champion, really good card. Wrathful Red Dragon. Really, see, people, I don't see a lot of people play this card, but this card is so good. This card, when you play it, if people know what it does, they know, okay, I do not want to damage target. I want to spot removal this thing right off the bat, because if anyone tries to deal damage to a dragon you control, you deal that much damage to any target that isn't a dragon. So basically, like, if someone targets does a B act, everyone else is getting damage except for your dragon, which is really good. So this is a really good card. Scourge of Valkis. This guy and Dragon Tempest, and he even works with a Gold Dragon. You know, whenever Scourge of Valkis or another dragon enters the battlefield, deal X damage to any target, or X is the number of dragons you control. So basically, it's just like he's a Dragon Tempest with legs, and he is really good. If you have Dragon Tempest in him, you're probably gonna like blow up somebody or blow up someone's board. Really good. Ganax Astral Hunter. This guy makes treasures, and whenever dragons are come on to the battlefield, while he's there, he makes more treasures. So he's basically like a treasure dragon, kind of. But yeah, he's really good. He helps you ramp out, and yeah, he's a cool dragon. I like him. I mean, Goldspan Dragon, another treasure dragon. This one, though, has haste, and this one lets you tap your treasures for 2 mana when he's on the board, and that shit is really good. Like, you have this and Old Gnawbone, you attack, you have basically double of what the treasures you have, so it's like really good. Goldspan, it's a really good dragon. Gotta run it. Another flavor, Skitrix. You want to be that asshole who kills someone with Infect? This is your dragon right here, man. People don't see it coming. You pump him up, or you, like, if someone's on the verge, like, if someone's already playing, like, Infect, you can just help it out. Just, like, swing with him, and boom, you hit a couple, you make him, like, you bring him up with Crucible Fire, so he's a 7, you hit someone twice, they automatically lose. So, yeah, he's really good, and he's one of my favorite, like, older dragons in this deck. But yeah, Skitrix is a really good card. Terror of the Peaks. Another asshole dragon. Whenever a spell comes out, he deals damage equal to their power to any target. So any person or any permanent that's a creature. Yeah, this guy. You could pump a lot. People see this card, they get rid of it quick because they don't want to deal with that. They're like, I'm good on dealing with all that bullshit. But yeah, Terror of the Peaks, really good dragon. Alright. Scion of the Dragon. Now look, let me tell you something. You play this card, and the gold, silver, all those dragons, they become even better because, say if he's out and he has haste, you send a gold dragon. You're swinging, you're getting treasure. Or if he has a copper, no. If you swing with the gold dragon, you get tokens. If you swing with the copper dragon, you get treasure. Like, basically, he is any dragon you want that wants to swing in, he is going to become that dragon, and he's going to do what you want to be done. So yeah, really good card. I would have made him the commander if I didn't like the Dragon so much. Because Dragon is just, I think the Dragon is a better commander, but he's a really good card too. Tiamat. My queen right here. She searches set because, okay, so you get to send up when she you have to cast her. Don't forget, you can't cheat her out and get her effect. But once you cast her, you get to choose 5 dragons. She searches 5 dragons. She's a 5 dragon, basically tutor. And if they let you play this, you're probably gonna win, especially if like you have enough mana to like curve out after she comes out and you have enough to play something. Yeah, she's a really good card. Two-Headed Hellkite. This card is dumb too. Whenever Two-Headed Hellkite attacks, draw 2 cards. This thing has Flying, Menace, and Haste. You're gonna be drawing a lot of cards, and you're gonna be everyone's gonna hate you on the table because this card is really dumb. Old Gnawbone. I mean, one of the best dragons in the deck. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasures. So if you swing with just him, you make 7. But if you're swinging with him and say Hellkite, you're getting to draw, and you swing with the Dragon, you're getting 10 treasures. 10 treasures, man. That shit is crazy. Yeah, Old Gnawbone, really good dragon. Silumgar, Drifting Death. Flying, hexproof, whenever dragon you control gets attacked. So basically, this can pop small things. Once you block with a dragon, it's gonna neg 1 each. So basically, like, say if multiple dragons are targeted, he's gonna do, like, say if 3 dragons are targeted, so and they all lose 3. So if they have power less than that, they're just gonna die. So yeah, a little flavor. I like him. He's a cool dragon. Vivictus Asmadi the Dire. This card is, everyone hates this card. So basically, he's a Chaos Warp, but you get to choose the permanents that they have to get rid of, and then you bring out, so you choose your own permanent, and then everyone goes from the top and brings something out, which is really crazy. Yeah, you get this guy with haste, a lot of people are mad at you. Yeah, he's a really good dragon. Dragon Broodmother. Now, this thing, man, makes a token every turn. Not on your turn, every upkeep. So, first you play it. It goes around. By the time it goes back to you, you have three dragon tokens already. And she is a pain in the ass. They have Devour too, which is really good. And She's just a stupid ass dragon. She works really nasty with Dragon Tempest too. Cloth, the Unrivaled Ancient. Man, what a dragon. He basically does the same thing that Gnawbone does, but a little bit better because it's when they attack, not when they deal damage. And it's their total power of mana. So basically, you attack with him and you attack with another big dragon, you basically have a shit ton of mana and you can do whatever you want. Cast a dragon, cast anything. Play Clow. He's a really good dragon. Bellfire Dragon, like I was telling you before about the Scion. Turn Scion into this thing, guess what? You're dealing 6 damage to someone's damn board. So this is basically a board wiping dragon, especially if you're attacking like elves, or you're attacking someone like that likes to go wide like goblins or something. Their whole board is getting destroyed. So yeah, really good dragon. One of the older dragons, one of my favorites. Oh boy. The obligatory Hellkite Courser. When this thing comes out, her dragon comes out. And then the first thing you look at around the table, alright, who's it coming at? Who's it coming at? Because when this guy comes out, people shit on themselves if they don't have anything to stop it. Because when her dragon comes out, it comes out with haste, and you're guaranteed to get at least 1 draw and 1 permanent on the board for free. So, really good. Hellkite Courser, if you run Ur Dragon, you run any dragon deck, that's what a commander run Hellkite Courser. Now, Ancient Copper Dragon. Like I said before with Scion, this guy hits you, you get to roll d20. You roll that d20, you hit 20, you make 20 treasures. Shit, this card works if you make 5 treasures, it doesn't matter. This card is stupid, and it makes sense why these cards are so expensive, because this card right here is dumb, but really good dragon. Really good dragon. My second favorite, Ancient Gold Dragon. This is the guy I was telling you that does a combo with Dragon Tempest. So say you have Dragon Tempest on the board, you play him, right? First you get the first ping off from Dragon Tempest, then you swing with him. So say you roll the d20, you get 20. Now, each token comes in separate. So say you have 3 dragons, so now boom, you get someone for 4. Boom, you get someone for 5. Boom, you get someone for 6. So you see what I'm saying? Like, basically, someone's board is dying, or players are dead, basically. Like, it's basically like almost like an infinite combo, which is really nasty. Scourge of the Throne. I mean, this guy is really gross because he gives you a second battle. And he has Dethrone, so he gets a +1/+1 whenever he, whenever this creature attacks a player with the most health, so he'll get a +1/+1. But yeah, getting a second battle phase is really good. So yeah, Scourge of Valkyries. I'm gonna get him in the like that cool alternate art. That's really cool. But yeah, love this guy. Miriam Sentinel Worm. Dude, making copies of your dragons, non-legendary, shit is busted, dude. Like, this shit is, like, this card comes out, it's an on-site kill. Like, if you don't kill this card and the dragon player is popping off, that's it. You probably lost, because they're gonna have so much advantage and so much shit on the board, like, you're gonna be overwhelmed. But yeah, she's really, she's good to be a commander. If she, like, you know, if she was WUBRG, I'd probably put her as the commander. She's so good. Such a good card. Such a good card. Laughless Dragon Queen. My queen. Whenever you cast a dragon while she's on the board, you make a 5/5 dragon token with flying, which is really good. And she has fire breathing, and give all dragons you control +1/+0. So you could pump her. Say if you have a whole bunch of treasures, you could pump her up and just like blow somebody up real quick. But yeah, she's a really good dragon. She's an older dragon, still really good. Atarka, the World Render. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know this. I run Atarka just for flavor. There's a knight that gives all your creatures double strike. That's way better, and it's cheaper. But we don't play that pussy shit. We're playing Atarka because Atarka is a dragon. The knight guy's a knight. No, we're playing Atarka because she is a dragon, and you need dragons in this deck. That's all I'm saying. Play Atarka, double strike all your dragons. Yeah, you're probably gonna fucking kill somebody or kill multiple people. Dragon Lord Dramoka. Oh my god. Can't be countered. Has lifelink. And guess what? Your opponent can't cast spells on your turn. So you're free to do whatever the hell you want. So if you want to combo off, make sure Targar's on the board, buddy. And you're going to get all your combos, no problem. And they can't do a damn thing about it because nothing can be countered when Atarka's here. Really good dragon. Bladewing Risen. All I can say, Recursion. And better than Lathliss has that play a black and a red, get +1/+1, do that shit as many times as you want. And you buff up all your dragons. This is really good just for recursion, because especially for them on those ETB effects. But bro, this card is so good. So good. Then we got Ancient Brass Dragon, another one of the metal dragons, and a really good metal dragon. This one gives you recursion too, but depends on what the roll is for the D20. It's you know, like not a must-have, but I like it. Like I play all the dragons except for the silver and except for the brass. No, this is brass. What's the other one called? Bronze. There you go. That one. I think it's whatever, dude. Like it's not that one. Like these three that I play, these are my favorite. So yeah, I like this dragon too. And finally, Earthquake Dragon. Basically play this thing for green, a 10/10 with flying and trample. You can sacrifice a land, return this from the graveyard to your hand. So basically you can play them for free every time. Yeah, really good dragon. Just for fun. Alright, now let's get to the land base. So I run all 10 fetches. That's not a fetch. So I'll let you know now, when you play dragons, you need the fetch lands. I play 10 of them because the fetch lands are just really good. Then I play all 10 shocks. Yep. So 10 fetches, 10 shocks. If you're playing WUBRG, you're playing Ur-Dragon, you gotta have them. If you can't have them, there's other, like, you know, Innistrad lands that are really good. There's new, like, if you can get the fast lands, the ones that come in untapped whenever you have an opponent. I think I play one in this deck. But yeah, 10 fetches, 10 shocks. It's like a must-have. Especially, like, it helps you with Deathrite Shaman. Helps you fix your colors, because you want to be able to fix your colors. Because if you don't fix your colors, you are screwed. So yeah. And we'll do one test hand with this deck. I'll do one test hand for you guys. Alright, so then for the gold lands, we're gonna run Path of Ancestry, Command Tower, Temple of the Dragon Queen, Cavern of Souls, Haven of the Spirit Dragon, that pretty ass City of Brass, all 5 of the Triomes, because the Triomes are really good. 3 colors, and you could get them with your fetches. And this is one of the fast lands I play. It's Spire Garden. As long as you have 2 more reports, it comes on top. So, you know, really good. And then I run 1 of each basic. You should run two forests, but I just run 1 of each. I think that's plenty, because it makes my Kodama's Reach not dead. But all right, let's do a test hand so we can see what we can do. We'll do a test hand for like. We'll do a test hand for like three turns, so you can see what you could do. So you could probably do some crazy shit. But yeah, this deck, man, this deck is crazy. It's the strongest deck I have, the most expensive deck I have. The next decks I'm gonna show you guys is like more budget friendly. This deck is not budget friendly, but that's the problem with dragons and angels, man. They're expensive, but it makes sense why they're expensive, because they're really, really good, like really, really good. But yeah. I hope you guys like it. Like, it took me a minute, man. I keep like procrastinating, saying I'm gonna make a video about this deck. I never made the video. But yeah, finally did it this time. All right, cut it. Let's see if I can get something. So I got Spirit. I have the Herald's Horn, Arid Mesa, Bellfire, Ganex, Crooks of Fate, then City of Brass. Okay, it's not a terrible hand. So then what I would do for my first turn, I would draw a swamp. Okay, cool. So first thing I would do, I would play the Arid Mesa, crack it, get a Triome, part of the Savvy Triome. So I would look for it. So we'd see, because you pretty much want to play green and red. Yes, the main colors in this deck is green and red, because when you're playing dragons, you want to ramp, you want to curve, you want to get everything right. So that's not it. Actually, this one's not bad either from what I have in my hand. So you look at what you got and you're like, huh, can I fix it? Yeah, I think that's good. So we'll play this tapped. We would shuffle. I'll do the old main shuffle, boom. There you go, boom, it's shuffled. Tell them to cut. So okay, so first turn, we paid a life, we got the Triome. And then we pass, goes back to us, save, we got untap, we draw another card. Alright, look at that, Great Henge, even better. So now we would either do, we could do, it's gonna be slow in the beginning, so we could play the City of Brass, have that there, goes back around, we draw again. Alright, so now this is Honest Magic, so we play this Haven, tap, play Hero's Horn. So now we always look. Every time we draw, we look. So if we get a dragon, we have to put it in our hand. Alright, so we look. It's not a dragon, so it goes to our hand. It's a shock land. Alright, so we look at what we have now, and we take one because it's City of Brass. So I would say, because we have the red, we could play Steam. No, actually, we don't have to play Steam Vent. So we could play the Swamp. Tap these three because Ganex is going to cost 2 less because of Herald's Horn. Make a treasure. So let's say we got a treasure there. So now we're good now. We're on point because now we're close to curving out again. All right, so we pass, so we go back around. These are our lands. We draw. Oh, Path Fence. It wasn't a dragon, so then this comes in. Actually, we don't have to play it. We're actually just shocking this. Probably play the Great Henge. Like, as you can see, like this, like if we kept going, like we would have had a dragon, we would get another draw. Oh my God, Dark Side Extortion. But yeah, you get my point. Really good deck. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.